Being honored here tonight by Mammoth Lakes Film Festival, what does that feel like?
Oh, it's very nice. I mean, one of the ways that we've been able to have a film career is basically through festivals. Our movies got first discovered at film festivals. We've continued to meet people that we work with at film festivals. And it's one of the ways that we've always built up word of mouth, both in the United States and other countries.
What role do festivals play nowadays for filmmakers in general?
Well, I think an awful lot of filmmakers, that's the end user. That's where people see their movies, and that's where they get feedback on their movies, and that's where they meet other filmmakers and maybe make alliances and help each other make another film. So, they're still really, really important. And then I think the other thing is you have to build an audience for films that are off Hollywood, and that's one of the ways that you build an audience.
You're revisiting a film that found its audience, more audience as it went on. What do you remember most about making it?
That it was really difficult once we got to the editing. Baby It's You was a movie that was hard to get started. It was made with studio money, and they were kind of a little iffy about whether they should do it or not, but at the last minute they took the plunge. And then I think they decided on a very different movie while we were shooting it. And so during the editing period, it was a lot of fighting over it. So it was it was one of the most difficult movies I ever made, but only after the shooting. It was actually a joy to shoot.
It was a studio movie. Would this film even get a chance to be made today?
No. It barely had a chance to be made, in 1984 or whatever it was. But things change, and people are making movies like this. But usually crowdfunding and making them for $1.98, and none of the actors would have been union, and probably none of the crew would have been union. I think what's better is that the equipment is cheaper, so that when you're starting out, you can make a film so much easier than I could back in the late 70s and early 80s. But getting a movie on YouTube or Hulu or whatever usually doesn't bring much money back to the filmmaker. So the fact that there's probably 1,000 times more films made than there were independently than when I started, just means there's more competition. So it's actually a little bit harder to continue to make films. Making one film, very low budget, is within almost everybody's reach. But to continue to have a career as a filmmaker, especially as a fiction filmmaker, is really hard now.
When you're at home, when you want to watch a film, what kind of films do you watch?
I watch an awful lot of everything. Maggie and I are in the Academy, so we get the screeners from the stuff that's being made now, mainstream stuff. We were on the jury for Best Foreign Film this year to get it down from 9 to 5, so we saw a lot of the foreign movies of this year. I watch on Filmstruck a lot of old movies that are in the Criterion collection or Turner Classic Movies collections. So I try to watch a little bit of everything.